Jai Bholanath students, my name is CHETAN and today we are going to study about polynomials. Yes, one short revision of polynomial class 10th mathematics, or you can say quick revision of polynomials or mind map of polynomial. This is a series, guys. In my previous video we learned about real numbers, chapter number 1. Here today we are going to study about chapter number 2, polynomial. So let us start without wasting much time. What is polynomial? Actually we have learned about this in class 9th, but here we are going to do a quick revision. Okay, so what is actually a polynomial? When you are having a constant, a variable, and a power whole number. Power should be a whole number. So when I say 3x raised to 1, so constant means a term, variable, and whole number. Power should be a whole number. So whole numbers, you should know what are whole numbers. Starting from 0, 1, 2 up to infinity, these are all whole numbers. So when you are having a constant, a variable, let me tell you, 3x square plus 2x plus 5. So this is a polynomial. Why? You can say a constant, a variable, power 2. Here power 1. Here also, actually this is 5x raised to 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1. So this is also a polynomial. When I say 3, actually this 3 is also a polynomial. Actually this 3 is 3x raised to 0. And we call this constant polynomial. So you need to keep in mind that when you are having a constant, a variable, and power of that variable should be a whole number. If when I say like this, 3x square plus 5x raised to minus 1 plus 2, is it a polynomial? No, this is not a polynomial. Why? Here the power is negative and we know power should be a whole number. So this is not a polynomial. This is also a polynomial. This is also a polynomial. Now in polynomial we are going to study about degree of polynomial, the highest power of any polynomial. When I say 2x raised to 5 plus 4x cube plus 5x raised to 7, so what is the degree of this polynomial? Highest power is 7, so the degree is 7. Okay, so on the basis of degree we can do classification types of polynomial. If the highest power, or you can say the degree, 3x plus 1, according to the degree special names are also given. Whenever your highest power or degree is 1, you can say 3x plus 1, so actually x raised to 1 is there. So that type of polynomial is called linear polynomial. Okay, and then 3x square plus 7, or I can write like this also, 7x plus 5. So this is also a polynomial, but the name of this highest degree highest power, or that is degree, here is 2. Whenever degree is 2, you can say that type of polynomial as quadratic polynomial. And 3x cube plus 4x plus 7, here degree is 3, so that type of polynomial is called cubic polynomial. Other than that, biquadratic is also there, and if more than 4 power is there, 5 highest degree, 5, 6, 7, they don't have special name, so we just call them polynomials. Here this 3 is having special name, linear polynomial, quadratic, and cubic. And here we are going to study, or they in board examination they are going to ask you everything about quadratic polynomials. So we have to study about quadratic polynomials in detail. In class 9th also you have learned about factorization of this quadratic polynomial by splitting the middle term. So that we are going to do, and I will tell you from that splitting, after splitting we get 2 factor, and from that we are getting zeros. Let me tell you, here your first question is related to this: find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Now what is coefficient? Let me tell you. When I say x square plus 7x plus 10, So what is the standard form of any quadratic polynomial? A x square plus bx plus c is the standard form. Okay, and coefficient means the term with x square. Here if I want to say what will be your a in this equation, with x square nothing is there, so actually 1 is there, so a is 1. What will be your b in this term with x is called b, so here b is 7 and c is 10. So these are coefficient, and here we need to find out the relationship between zeros and coefficient. So these are coefficient. Now we are going to find out zero. What are zeros? So with this quadratic we will get two factors, and from that factors we will get zero. How? Let me tell you. Now we know how to do splitting the middle term and splitting the middle term of large number. That type of separate videos I had made many videos related to that, so you can watch directly splitting the middle term by Galaxy coaching classes. Then in search my video will come in the first or second position, so you can watch from there. Now here splitting the middle term, so first we need to multiply the first and the last term. Coefficient of x square is 1, 1 tens are 10, 1 tens are 10. So we need to find out the factor of 10 in such a way, factor of 10 in such a way that their multiplication becomes 10, but the addition of that factor should be the middle term, that is 7. So we know 5 2s are 10, 5 2s are 10, and 5 plus 2 is 7. So here by splitting the middle term, here instead of 7 I can write down 5x and 2x, and plus 10 here, x square here, and then we are going to take out common, x common, x plus 5 will be the remainder. Now here plus 2 will be the common, and here x plus 5. Now from this 2 x plus 5 common, and x plus 2. These are the factors, guys. These are the factors. From these factors we are going to find out zeros. How we can find out 0? So equals to 0 we need to make. Now out of these two, or you can say the product of these two is 0, means out of these two any one term is 0. So I can write down x plus 5 equals to 0 or x plus 2 equals to 0. Now take this, you can find out value. This is linear polynomial. We can find out the value of x. How? By taking plus 5 on other side, then that will become minus 5. So your 1 0 is minus 5 and your 1 0 is minus 2. So you can call them alpha and beta. 1 0 take as alpha minus 5, beta minus 2. Now these are zeros and these are coefficients. Now we are going to find out, guys, let me use another color. Now we are going to find out the relationship between coefficient and zeros. What are the relations? Let me tell you. Always keep in mind that alpha plus beta is always equals to, means the sum of zeros. You can say sum of zeros is always equals to minus b by a, minus b by a, and product of zeros, alpha into beta, that is always equals to c by a. Okay, so let us keep minus 5 plus minus 2, so this minus 5 plus minus 2, so this will become minus 7. Let us see whether here also we are getting the same. First minus sign, then the value of b is 7 and the value of a, that is 1. So minus 7 by 1 is minus 7. You can see both sides, alpha plus beta equals to minus. So this is called verification. This is called verifying the relationship between zeros and coefficients. Now alpha into beta means minus 5 into minus 2, minus plus, and 5 2s are 10. And here see, that is 10 a 1. So 10 by 1 is also 10. So you can see here also you are getting same answer. So this is called verification of the relationship between zeros and coefficient. Now in your NCERT few questions are given to you, and I want to tell you guys, look here, simple, if they are giving you simple a quadratic polynomial, you can easily find out by splitting the middle term. But sometimes you can see here only with two terms, one term is missing, here also two term, one term is missing, so they are going to twist question. So we have to study all these different ways, and here also they try to change something, you can see. So I'm going to explain you everything. Look here, first of all, 6x square minus 3 minus 7. Okay, this is our question. Now here you need to keep in mind, guys, always try to write down the polynomial in standard form. Standard form means from bigger power or bigger degree to towards moving towards smaller degree, like 6x square minus 7x and minus 3, you can see. So reduce the power to 1 then 0, like that way. First you need to arrange, and then you need to do splitting the middle term. We know that 6 3s are, and 6 is positive, this is negative, 6 3s are 18, but plus minus minus 18. Now find out the factors of minus 18 in such a way that multiplication becomes minus 18, but addition becomes the middle term, that is minus 7. So 9 2s are 18, yes, 9 2s are 18, but here you 9 plus 2 is 11, but if I say minus 7, you need minus 9 plus 2 will give you this, and minus 9 into 2 will give you this. Okay, so the factors are 6x square minus 9x plus 2x. You can see we had split the middle term. That's why this method is called splitting the middle term. Now let me change the color. Now common from this two, 3x common. So here 2x minus 3. Now nothing, we are not getting anything common from this. So directly common 1. So 2x minus 3. Now 2x minus 3 common, and the remaining terms are 3x plus 1. So these are the factors, and now we are going to find out zeros equals to zeros. You can take 2x minus 3 equals to 0, 3x plus 1 equals to 0. So 2x is equals to 3, x is equals to 3 by 2. And here 3x is equals to minus 1. Why? On other side sign will change, and now it is in multiplication, so 3 will come in division. So this one is your alpha, this one is your beta. Let me write down it. Alpha 3 by 2, beta minus 1. Now we need to check the relationship. Again, alpha plus beta should be equals to minus b by a. So let us see, 3 by 2 plus minus 1 by 3. And we need to find out the LCM into 3, into 3, into 2, into 2. So 9 minus 2 by 6. So here you are getting 7 by 6. So let us check here, minus, then what is our b? Minus b by a. So minus, and our b is minus 7. And what is our a here? A is 6. So this minus minus will be plus 7 by 6, you can see. So this way you can verify. Okay, in product also you will get the same. Alpha into beta should be equals to c by a. Let me change the color and let us go with white. Alpha into beta means 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3. 3 will get cancelled, minus 1 by 2. Let us check here c. What is your c here? Please keep this in mind. You have to see in this equation, not in this one. Okay, now this is your standard form, so always go with this. This will be your a, this will be your b, and this is your c. So here your c is minus 3 and your a is 6. Cancel 3 1s are 3 2s are minus 1 by 2. You can see both answers are same. So this way easily we can solve. Now what I want to teach you, let me erase all. Okay, guys, look at this question. Only two terms are there. So first of all, you need to understand how to solve. Here also two term, here also. So that I want to explain one by one. 4u square plus 8. Now you are not having the third term. So your A is 4, B is 8 and C is not there. So take C as 0. Okay. Now actually what we were doing, out of these 3 terms, everywhere 3 terms were there. So what we were making 4 terms and then we were taking common from that. So here directly we are having 2 terms and we can find out common also directly, take out common also. So take out common, 4u common, and you will get u plus 2 as the remaining. So directly you are getting 2 factors, nothing to worry about guys, directly we are getting. But in this case only, when your C is 0, you can use this. Okay, so 4u equals to 0 and u plus 2 equals to 0. So your u will be 0 by 4. 0 by 4 means u is equals to 0, means alpha equals to 0. Now for beta, u equals to plus 2 on that side will become minus 2. So your beta will be equals to minus 2. So alpha and beta. Now you need to check the relationship. Let me use some another color so that will help. Guys, look here. Alpha plus beta should be equals to minus b by a. So 0 plus minus 2. Okay, 0 plus minus 2. So directly we can say minus 2. Minus, now b is 8. A is 4. 4 1s are, 4 2s are, and negative sign is there. So you can see directly. Same answer. Now alpha into beta equals to c by a. So directly alpha 0 and beta minus 2. 0 multiply with anything, you will get 0. And here your c is 0. 0 divided by a is 4. 0 upon anything equals to 0. So here also you are getting same answer. Simple guys. Okay. So this way. Now problem, generally students are doing problem in this type of question. Now you need to understand guys, here t square minus 50. This sum you can solve by 2 different methods. Directly converting 15 into root 15 also, that will help you. And one more thing, what is your a here? A with t square 1. What happens generally, what I have seen, when I ask b, they say minus 15. Wrong guys. Actually term with square variable having square is a term with only variable, one variable, x raised to power 1, that is b, and term without variable is c. So here your b is 0 and c is minus 15. Please keep this in mind guys. Okay, now factor 2 ways are there. Directly t square minus, you can convert this into a square minus b square. So directly you can get factor like this, root 15 square. So this is your identity, a square minus b square will give you a minus b, a plus b. This is our basic identity. So we can use that directly here. T minus root 15, t plus root 15 guys, and equals to 0. So t minus root 15 equals to 0 and t plus root 15 equals to 0. So t will be positive root 15 here, t will be negative root 15 here, and therefore alpha is positive root 15 and beta is negative root 15 guys. Now you can verify. Let us verify. Let me take white color. Alpha plus beta should be equals to minus b by a. This you need to understand guys. Sum of zeros is minus b by a, and product, this is very useful for word problems that I am going to explain at the last. So please keep this in mind. Alpha plus beta root 15 plus minus root 15. So positive, same, negative, so this will be 0 directly. And minus b minus, and then 0 upon 1. 0 upon anything is 0, and negative sign is there, so 0 is always 0. No negative sign will come with it. Okay, so here also alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a, and product root 15 positive into negative root 15. So plus minus root 15 into root 15 will give you 50. And what about c? C is negative minus 50 upon a is 1, so 50, that will be minus 50. You can see guys, same answer. Okay, so this way you can find out the zeros and then verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficient. Now so try to practice somewhat 50-60 questions of this type guys. because terms with root sign in this are also going to come. I have made separate videos for quadratic with roots, so you can see that videos also. Now the most important thing, guys, that find a quadratic polynomial each with the given number as the sum and product of its zeros respectively. Guys, now what will happen? Now you need to form a quadratic polynomial from zeros. Let me give you, suppose I say alpha is 2 and beta is 5. Now you need to form a quadratic polynomial out of this. So for that, one identity is there or one formula is there. Directly use this: x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equals to 0. This you can use. How? X square is x square minus, in the place of alpha you can use 2 plus beta, 5x plus alpha is 2, beta is 5 and 0. So x square minus 5 plus 2, 7x, and 5 2s are 10, and this way you can see easily we can form. But the problem is sometimes here you can see sometimes they will give you sum and product. Directly you need to put that terms here, and sometimes they will give you zeros. Okay, so that you need to keep in mind, guys. Suppose sum is 7 and product is minus 2. So you can see here I have given you zeros, so directly you have kept zeros and find out sum and product and kept here. Now directly they had given you sum and product, so what you need to do in the same formula: x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta is equals to 0. X square minus 7x plus product directly minus 2 equals to 0. So your answer will be x square minus 7x plus minus 2 equals to 0. So you can see. So every time you need to keep in mind, guys, sometimes they will give you zeros, sometimes they will give you sum and product, and sometimes they will give you 1 0 and sum. Like, let me tell you, form a quadratic polynomial whose sum is 7 and one of the zero is 3. Sum is 7, one of the zeros is 3. So what you can do, let me tell you, alpha plus, let me use some another color so that you will understand, otherwise. Now here for this questions whose sum is 7 and one of the zero is 3, we know that sum means alpha plus beta equals to 7. Let me write down here, alpha plus beta equals to 7. Now they said one of the zero is 3, so instead of alpha I take alpha as 3, one of the zero, so take this 3 plus beta is equals to 7. Now beta is equals to 7 minus 3, beta is equals to 4. So this way you need to find out the beta, guys. Alpha we had taken 3 and beta we got 4. So then we need to find out the product, alpha into beta, that is 3 into 4, and that is 12. Now we are having sum, we are having product. Now keep in this, let me write down here, let me use some another color again so that will help. You can see x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta is equals to 0. So x square minus, now alpha plus beta already in question only we are having 7x plus alpha into beta that we had find out here with alpha and beta, that is 12. So keep 12 here. So this way, so every time they will try to change or twist the question. So please read the question properly and understand what they had given to you and then try to solve, guys. Okay, so this thing I want to explain, please go for that. And now the next thing that I want to show you guys, very important thing, you can see here the polynomial f of x, they had given us x square minus px plus q. Now this type of questions are very important guys. In every reference book you will get this type of questions, and in every time in board examination also they are asking this type of question. Base is same, but they will try to change what you need to find out. Every time base will be same, some quadratic polynomial they will give you, and they will try to tell you to find something different. So the base for solving is same. This is your polynomial. They told you to find out alpha square plus beta square, 1 by, and second 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. So from any quadratic polynomial, what you can get guys? From any quadratic polynomial we can get alpha plus beta, that is equals to minus b by a, and we can get alpha into beta, that is c by a. This we can get. So first we are going to find out alpha plus beta is minus b by a, so minus, and what is your b here? Let me tell you, your a is 1, b is minus p, and c is q. Okay, from this first of all you need to write down what is your a, b and c. Let me write down a, b and c guys. From this your a is 1 because with x square nothing is there, so 1. With x minus p, so your b is minus p, and q means, sorry, c is your last term, so that is q. Okay, now we need to keep this here. We use, so minus, and a is 1, so minus plus p. This is your alpha plus beta, and alpha into beta, c, that is q, a, that is 1, q by 1, so that is q only. Alpha into beta is q, and alpha plus beta is equals to p. This first you need to find out. Now here first answer, you need to find out alpha square plus beta square, but you don't have value of alpha and beta. You are having alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So what you are going to do? Now here you need to understand and use different identities, sometimes different formulas. How? Let me tell you. We know that alpha plus beta whole square, identity number 1, equals to alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha into beta. This is identity number 1 that we had studied in class 6, 7, 8, 9. So now you are having alpha plus beta here, p square, keep it p, instead of alpha plus beta, p square. Alpha into alpha square plus beta square, that we need to find out, plus 2 into alpha into beta is q, so 2q. Take it here, p into p square. Now take this, plus 2q will become minus 2q on that side, and alpha square plus beta square. So now you are getting alpha square plus beta square is equal to p square minus 2q. This is your final answer guys. So please keep this in mind. Okay, now second, this one, let me use another color again. Light blue will be okay. Second question guys. Now you need 1 plus alpha 1 plus 1 upon beta, 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta. Now you can see here also we are having this. How we can use? Now first we need to find out LCM here. So 1 by alpha into beta, and beta here, 1 by beta is there, so into alpha into alpha. So what will happen? In numerator you will get beta plus alpha, and in denominator you will get alpha into beta. Okay, simple. Now you know alpha plus beta is p, so p in the numerator, alpha into beta is q, so q into denominator. This is your answer. Okay guys, so every time first you just need to find out alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, and by different ways you will get the answer. Okay, and try to solve as much possible sums of this time from many reference book or previous 10 years papers, because they are going to twist this type of question and they are going to ask Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like it guys, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. All the students of India, USA, Canada, UK, Australia and other countries can join me for more videos.